study in this chapter what are exhaustible and inexhaustible natural resources, what are fossil fuels, what is coal, how is it formed, what is petroleum, the process of refining petroleum, what is natural gas, so resources. What is resource? Anything that can be used to satisfy our need, just like electricity, water, air, furniture at our home, pencils, utensils. So there are so many things we use. They are all called resources because they satisfy our need. So there are two types of resources. Natural resources. So there are many resources present in nature which are provided by nature, like plants, minerals, wood, coal, petroleum, etc. On the other hand, there are man-made resources. So human being has also made so many resources to satisfy their need, like toys, watch, pen, furniture, mobile, computer, and the list is endless. So these are natural and man-made resources. So the natural resources can be broadly classified into two kinds. One is the exhaustible resources. So they are limited in quantity and they likely to be exhausted by human activities. For example, wildlife, forest, fossil fuel, etc. Next is the inexhaustible natural resources. They are present in unlimited quantity and not likely to be exhausted by human activity. For example, sunlight, air, water, etc. So, we are going to study about the natural resources. In this chapter, we will learn about some exhaustible natural resources like coal, petroleum, natural gas, etc. So let us discuss what is fuel. A fuel is a substance which burns in air to produce energy without releasing harmful gases, or if they release harmful gases, release them in a very less amount, like wood and coal. They are fuel, and in the presence of air, they produce energy. Energy can be in the form of light or heat. So there are two types of fuels. One is natural fuel, or we call primary fuel. The fossil fuels like coal, oil, natural gas. These are called primary fuel or natural fuel because we get them from the nature and we use them as we received. There is no chemical treatment or process. Next is the derived fuel, and we call it secondary fuel. So the fuel which we have obtained from processing of fossil fuel, or we derive them from the fossil fuel, are known as derived or secondary fuel, like coke, kerosene oil, petrol, etc. So, what is coal? Just discuss. Coal is a fossil fuel as it contains mainly carbon. Dead plant and vegetations converted into carbon. This process is known as carbonization. Coal is used as a fuel in steam engine, generation of electricity, and in the cooking equipments. So how coal formed? So let's study the story of coal. About 300 millions, means around 30 crores years ago, the earth had dense forest in low-lying waterland areas. Due to natural processes like flooding, the forest got buried under the soil. Here you can see the plants, dead plants and vegetations, and they got buried under the soil. As more soil deposited over them, they were compressed. So here, more soil is covered them, and there will definitely be pressure because in this soil there are more plants, vegetation, and forests. So they compressed. The temperature also rose as they sank deeper and deeper. You can see they move from here to deeper and deeper. Under high pressure and high temperature, dead plants got slowly converted to coal. So this is how we got coal and how coal is formed. This is a long process. Secondary fuel obtained from coal. So when we processed coal or chemically treated coal, we get secondary fuels. Just see what are these fuels. So first is the coke. So coke, it is a tough, porous, and black substance. It is an almost pure form of carbon. Coke is used in the manufacture of steel and in the extraction of many metals. Next is the coal tar. It is a black, thick liquid with an unpleasant smell. It is a mixture of about 200 substances. The products it is used to form synthetic dyes, drugs, explosives, perfumes, plastic paints, photographic material, roofing material, etc. So there are so many products we got from coal tar. This is quite useful. And next product is the coal gas, the secondary fuel coal gas. So coal gas is obtained during the processing of coal to get coke. It is used as a fuel in many industries situated near the coal processing plants. And you know, coal gas was used for street lighting for the first time in London in 1810 and in New York around 1820. Nowadays, it is used as a source of heat rather than light. Next is the petroleum. You know that petroleum is used as a fuel in light automobiles such as motorcycles, scooters, and cars. Heavy motor vehicles like trucks and tractors run on diesel. Petrol and diesel are obtained from petroleum. So petroleum is actually a mixture of many substances such as gas, diesel, petrol, kerosene, lubricating oil, paraffin, wax. And this petroleum, this word is derived from the Latin word petra and olum, which means rock oil. Petrol